Hi, my name is Erica, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to format a business letter. So I'm going to be showing you how to make a full block letter. And before we start, you want to make sure that you're on no spacing. That way it'll get rid of any extra or unnecessary spacing. And make sure that the font you're using is an AODA font. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to be using Arial. And I'm going to have show height on to make sure that you can see the format. So we'll start off by making sure that we're about 2 inches from the top of the letterhead. By doing this, you can press enter 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 to 6 times, and that'll leave enough room for the letterhead. And then we can put in the date. So I'll put in today's date, March 13, 2025. I'll press tab. And then after that, you can do 5 more enter clicks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can get into the opening and the address block. You're going to want to use formal courtesy title for the name. So I'll put in Mr. Jack C. Arnold. And below that, I'll put the person's title, the recipient's title, Vice President. And if the title is short, you can keep it on the same line with the comma, but it would have made it a bit too long, so I've moved it down. And then you can put in the company name. So I'll put in Gill Business College. And below that, we can put in the address. If there's a suite number, you can put it in. I'll put one in there, and then you can put in the address. 321, say Dundas Street. And after the address, you can put in the city, province, and the postal code. So Toronto, Ontario. And next to the province, make sure you put in 2 spaces before you put in the postal code in 3C4B7. And that's your opening and your address block. And we'll do enter 2 times, and we'll leave a bit of a space. And then we can get into the body of the letter. So we'll put in the greeting line or the dear line. I'll put in Dear Mr. Arnold, and you can keep it at the last name. You don't need to put in the first and middle name. And then we'll put a colon. We'll do 2 more spaces. And then below this, you can put in your subject line and the letter. I'll just paste it in. But make sure that your subject line is bolded. Then once all of that is typed out, written out, you can press enter 2 more times, and then we can get into the closing of the letter. So below that, we'll put in the closing line, and there's many ways to close it off, but I'll just use sincerely. And then after that, you can enter 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason for this is we'll leave some space for a signature to be written. And then after that, you can type in the sender's name and the sender's title. So we'll put in Eric Bell, and then the title ERP upgrade. Sure. And then you can press enter 2 more times, and we'll put in dash and the initials of the sender. And below that, you can put in enclosures or any copy notation if there is. You can find enclosures inside of the letter, and so we know that there is an enclosure, oops, enclosure, there we go. And I'll put in an example for the copy notation. I'll put CC Sandy Ellis. And then there you have a full block letter. And so make sure to save it. You can go into File, and then Save As. And then wherever you need to save it to, I'm going to put it into here, Documents. And you can rename it. I'm just going to rename it Business Letter 1. There you go. Press Save, and it's all good. And for instead of full block letter, for modified block or for semi-block, you would have roughly the same looking letter, but the only difference is that the date line and complementary closing and the writer's signature would be all set at a left tab of the middle of the page. And so since my page is at 16.5 centimeters, we'll set it to 8.25. Can go here. Whoops. There we go. Then we'll put it at 8.25, middle of the page. And if the page is in inches, which it usually should be, the page is 6.5 inches in width. So that would make the midpoint 3.25 where you would want it to be. And that's how you do business letters, full block and semi block. Thank you for watching.